tell you about this thing I came up with that you can give me money to do things. Memberships to this channel, 3 cost-efficient options. Just 99 cents a month, you can join the Max Thrasher the Bounty Hunter tier. You will get custom badges so that when you pop up in the chat, everybody knows that you love me. I will say your name at the beginning of every stream. You plus me equals us. Just $4.99 a month, you can join the Erotic Eric Fontaine tier. Not only do you get the badges, not only do you get the shoutouts, also once a month I will do a special members only stream. What are we gonna watch? It'll probably be some really weird wrestling or wrestling kind of thing. And for just $9.99 a month, $9.99, didn't somebody else used to? You can mark off bingo on your Armstrong bingo card. You get the badges, you get the shoutouts, you get the members only stream, and once a year, you get to pick what we watch on Off the Grid. But don't go too nuts, like no porn. Don't ask me to watch WrestleMania 3, because that'll give me a copyright strike. And too long, maybe like 2 hours. Maybe send me a link to it so I don't have to download it. I don't like doing work. 3 very affordable tiers, 1 fee per month. You get to give me money, which is the important part. I'm happy, I give you perks. It's a real transactional relationship. America, am I right?
From the swamps of Louisiana, the Cajun Predator.
The day of the hairy freak or the fat slob is practically gone.
Let the party begin. I've got snacks.
Hey, look at us. We did it again, another 7 days round the sun. We did it. Welcome to WCW Deep Cuts Live. My name is right there. My name is Tom Green. Go follow me on all the socials. I'm here, you're here. It's time for WCW Deep Cuts Live, where every Tuesday night at around 9 p.m. Eastern, I try to be on time. Plus my computer won't let me. We watch the quote-unquote forgot television classics, World Championship Wrestling in the 90s, and we have a guffaw or two. Welcome to everyone in the Erotic Eric Fontaine fan club. I believe Ninja Tyler Black is the very first person to ever actually point out the error in my catchphrase. Everybody else, you've been so polite the last almost 2 years. I appreciate it. Alright, so speaking of folks that are polite, let's thank the YouTube members. The members of my weirdo empire. Thank you so much to Brian Dermody, the man, the myth, the legend, Commish Spiffy, Toroid11, Dave in Syracuse, Jonathan Mayer, everybody's friend, Scott Keith, the Scott Keith, Hidden Track, Izzy McClure, Jason Honeycutt, Fart Master Supreme, Ken Terminated DQ, JT, Jacob Kenny, Brenticus Maximus, we'll get to you in a moment, Champagne and JD, Adam Suzanne, the Suzanimal, I see Yankee Uncle 4, Peyton Andrews, Adam Simon, Brent Clark, Anthony Marola, Stephen J. Neptune Man, Bam 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 Dog, Sean Fox, Jesse, Jamie, Empois, Wild Woobs, Brandon Stevenson, Bagsley, Justin, Casual Villainy, Dimeba Bauer, and the aforementioned Ninja Tyler Black. Thank you all so much for supporting our little thing. Speaking of our little thing, the coolest thing in our little thing, of course, right here, look at that thing. It's beautiful. Best thing I own. And you can own something just like that. Go to brittech.etsy.com, use code NOTTHATTOMGreen for It's mirrored. There we go. 10% off your order. One of these bad boys or something else. He does a lot of cool 3D print art. A lot of retro gaming stuff. I highly recommend Brent for your 3D print art needs. BrentTech.etsy.com. You can use code NOTTHATTomGreen for 10% off your own order. Now, I just actually sent out an invite to somebody just a moment ago for the Discord, so let's talk about the Discord. Join the Discord. I have a Discord. A lot of the folks in the chat are in the Discord, so if you want to keep up the discourse throughout the week, from the chat tonight all the way till next Tuesday, all those sun rotations, go to tinyurl.com/discord for Tom Green. A lot of fun chat, a lot of fun chatter about wrestling. I believe right now in the WCW channel, we have some real fun chat about Enhancement Wrestler versus Enhancement Wrestler battles. So that's going on. Yeah, some Sklar Brother chat as well. A lot of cool stuff going down in the Discord. So without any further ado, I feel like I haven't been looking at the camera. I feel like eye contact has just been nil tonight. But I also feel like we have a 2-hour show to watch. We're going to watch it right now. WCW Saturday Night! December, I believe, the 9th, 1995, maybe the 5th. I forgot what the date was. We'll find out in a second. Let's go!
This portion of
It is the 9th.
WCW Saturday Night is brought to you by Levi Strauss & Company, makers of lots of shirts.
Actually, had to do some Clearasil. Were they Stridex? Okay, Stridex was the WWF Pimple exclusive, so we might get some Clearasil tonight. Yeah, no, we're a year ahead. Yeah, I try not to do the same year in consecutive weeks. I like to hop around. Match the randomness of WCW. Dun 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 dun. That Craig Pittman banner, if they scroll back to it, is fucking amazing. Hogan is here. He is not the world champion, though. Dusty actually put on a suit of sorts. Yeah, cannot get more random than Tracy Smothers versus Elix Skipper, which, watching on YouTube, I clipped that into its own video. Put it up today. I'm sure we got some goodies commercials. Dusty's dressed like an R&B, 90s R&B video set at a funeral. Oh, my love, I pray for you to job to me.
We talking about Flair wanting it back for 140th time. Talking about Luger wanting it. Bottom line,
I'm just making fun of how many times Ric Flair's held the belt.
We will see a new World Heavyweight Champion. We have a big main event as Eddie Guerrero goes up against Big Bubba. There's 2 hours of Saturday Night as we go to the ring here on TBS.
So, while we have a second of dead time here, I did want to bring up, I believe next week, so 2 weeks from yesterday, we're going to do it on Monday nights that week. Deep Cuts Live number 100, the night before Christmas Eve. I don't know if it's an Armstrong. Might be, might not be. Who knows? Next week, I believe I'm going to try to run a poll in the chat as to which pay-per-view we're gonna watch. Like, I got it down to a couple. So next week we're gonna run a poll. We're gonna watch a full pay-per-view. It's gonna be a Twitch exclusive. No chance in hell I'm gonna be able to put this thing up on YouTube. But I'm risking it for you all. Because I love you. The folks who hang out here live on Tuesdays. It's Jeeves, sometimes Cheeves, sometimes Jives. Sometimes chives, sometimes scalloped potatoes. Oxford, Connecticut. That's not Bill Dundee. Bill Dundee was Sir William. This Jeeves is the guy who played Wildcat Willie. Scalloped potatoes are great. I have not had them in too long. Need to eat some scalloped potatoes soon. Buck Quartermain, longtime Florida indie guy. Oxford, Connecticut is a real place because that is the origin of one Brian Dermody. Well, not the origin. He lived there before he was born.
The World Cup of Wrestling plus the World Title of Wrestling, the World Heavyweight Championship.
How can you have both a World Cup and a World Title? Seems like a bit much.
As Lord Steven Regal goes to the neutral position, good go behind a Buck Quartermain, single leg pickup.
Buck Quartermain has one foot in America, 1 foot in Japan. He's playing both sides of the World Cup of Wrestling with his boots. Jeeves was like Regal's butler.
He was smart enough to go out and get one of the greatest tag.
I always loved that rope break. The very gentle, dainty Regal rope break. So good. And a very young Buck Quartermain. He would later go on to I think he just ended his stint doing jobs for the WWF. He would later go on to be a longtime Florida indie guy, but also a TNA enhancement guy. Allegedly, he's the guy who came up with the Spirit Squad gimmick, because he was like a legit male cheerleader in college, and he did a tryout for TNA with the male cheerleader gimmick, and someone stooged it off to someone in WWE creative, and that's how the Spirit Squad came to be. Jeeves, hey Speedy, Jeeves is not Bill Dundee. He's the guy who played Wildcat Willie.
A step back towards his corner, and look how they stay in their corner. Dream, they're trying to lure Buck Quartermain into their corner.
Hey, Orion. Yep. If it's the let the party begin, I've got snacks. Yes.
I know you got excited there. That's true. We have said that on so many occasions. You need to stay, keep your opponent over in your what I call your battleground.
Lord Regal here.
And as long as they can cut that off, Buck Quartermain and Jose Feliciano ain't got a shot at.
What the fuck did he just call the other guy? Jose Estiziano?
Butch Long.
Butch. Okay, I know. I thought it was Butch Long. Jose Estiziano.
Yeah, but look here. See, even here they're using only half of it, to do their damage in. Even when this.
Oh gosh.
Which you didn't do right there.
Bobby really saved that.
News coming up here tonight. And I'm going to tell you what, you talk about, when you say that
all right.
You really don't want to miss. Well, this situation with Bubba and Eddie Guerrero.
That's probably the reference. Flew right over my head, Brian. Jose Feliciano. I don't know why he called Butch Long that. Do they resemble each other? Is it the mustache?
As Butch Long gets his first exchange in, and immediately the right hand for one of the better punchers in the sport.
Dude, you can't start a USA chant if one of your boots has the Japanese flag on it, bud.
We'll take you back to WCW Monday Nitro, and it was wild.
Are the kids chanting for Regal?
People jumping in on things. And Lex Luger, a man who claims that he is the uncrowned world champion, that he has defeated the Macho.
I always love the Blue Bloods little
3 times he
little
claims,
tags.
including the Macho Man getting disqualified this past Monday. We'll hear from Lex Luger. Hulkamania can claim to be the world heavyweight champion. That's right. I mean, there's a
Bobby Eaton get his Bush Light and wine glasses. I didn't think so. So yeah, I don't get what Dusty's talking about. Regal just randomly doing an STF when his finish is an inverted STF. Hello, Eddie Guerrero. Always bring the emojis. That's your thing. It's very true, TK Bomber. It is very normal to not know what the hell Dusty Rhodes was doing. Hey, Andrew. So that's the 95 ECW December show, correct? We're not time traveling 11 years ahead. The Extreme Elimination Chamber. Okay, all right. Just wanted to make sure. I thought Paul did a December Dismember, but
I was there in 1991.
no, I was not sure.
Yeah, we were there. Well, we've been there again. I remember.
They're trying to get the heat on Bobby, and Bobby's like, "Nope, I will punch you."
Oh, here, this is long distance. I ain't calling her here. Yeah. You know what I mean? Back body drop.
Oh, you're starting already.
No, I didn't. I just had to throw that in.
Okay, back on top now is Buck quarterback.
Oh, that was a high crossbody block. High fly flow.
Another tag team a little bit later on.
Oh, well, happy birthday. No, you stick it. Belated.
Two of the strongest men we understand in our sport.
I can't rewatch anything after between like, oh god, like 2002 and like a few years ago. I can't do it. Like, I'll watch a clip of something every now and again, but like that whole like 15 years just blurs together.
An uppercut. What is he doing? An uppercut. And driving.
Oh, dropped the knee right on the bridge of the nose.
Here's the
I can't remember either.
Regal is sweating his ass off. How hot must those lights be?
That name in itself will light up the eyes and see it in many a man, because we talk about a factor. Wow. To carry that name, you know what I mean? To say
I love one thing that I would love either WWE or AEW to bring back is the little platform WCW put in the corners so they could have a cameraman up there. Because, yeah, like Skilba said, great shot. Oh, my gosh. Oh, jeez. Dude, I don't think you really even need two refs as Wizards. Like, it's all the same for a good 15-year period. I've seen Matt Rats. I traded for Matt Rats tapes back in the day when it was first happening.
But I still go back to the Savage thing. You got to win. You can talk about it all day. You got to do it out here. 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. That's the bottom line. These guys have it now with the new guy, Chives. Where's he at? We don't see
Chives. Yeah, I could not imagine. Like, I'm a sweater. I think Regal's a sweater, too. Like, I just could not imagine doing a lot of physical activity underneath stage lights.
The youngster just will not give up.
They do. They absolutely do. I think there's even some on YouTube. Oh!
That's how far away he is as he rolls out from the elbow. Look at it.
Well, you can say that you know one thing about him is there's a lot of try in him, but bottom line.
I love the Regal 1-foot flip bumps. Bless their hearts. They're going to give Butch Long a good house of fire here until he gets dropped on his head.
And then a belly to back. And now the exchange has been made. Butch Long is down.
Oh, yeah, assured outcomes. You'll have about 10 weeks worth of streams if you do Global Force Deep Cuts. All the TV tapings all ended up airing on pay-per-view. But like the only copies that exist, and I mean only copies, the masters are gone, are I think on a torrent somewhere. I love this. He's smothering the man. He's trying to commit murder, and Randy Anderson is like, oh, that's normal. No, so the story behind the Global Force Masters, as the way I understand it, is Anthem acquired them during the whole weird mess where like TNA became Global Force for like a couple weeks, and then somebody deleted them because it was all digital because they had to save hard drive space. So somebody just clicked delete and then got rid of it in the recycle bin, and none of it exists. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, Regal's the best, man. I said it the other night. It goes back and forth between him and Arn Anderson for my favorite of all time.
And it hooks him up, and right here, uncling him, right here live on Saturday night.
Yeah, if you want to learn, if you're a young wrestler, you want to learn physical expression in the wrestling ring, you watch Steven Regal.
On Saturday night, I would be talking to the Blue Bloods, but the Macho Man's back.
But hey, they gave me this cool green screen. There's so much happening right now. Global Force Masters would have been a sweet-ass cartoon on TBS.
You're going to be meeting Tenzan from Japan.
You sound disappointed that I'm standing here right now.
I am not disappointed.
Did you lose money?
Savage is like, you didn't give me a good enough intro.
Don't even answer answer that question because just let it roll if you did good. And if you didn't, I hope you learned your lesson.
Like, you can't. This is too much. Having rapid fire close up clips of the person being interviewed while they're talking is way too much.
Let's talk about the triangle match very quickly. Lex Luger,
especially when it's Randy Savage.
Boy Ric Flair are going to be vying for the
Okay, you can't, when you're promoting the match, you can't just play a clip of Ric Flair coming out with Charles Barkley.
Night of my life, I was in double jeopardy. This one here is
because then Charles Barkley has to be at the pay-per-view.
We're talking triple jeopardy, yeah. The Nature Boy Ric Flair, the Stinger, and the total package Lex Luger. But I have to get
the package, not the total package.
Then,
only Randy Savage could wear a giant golden belt.
Everybody with their own ulterior motive,
and it'd be the least gaudy thing he's wearing. And I say that with affection. I love Randy Savage. And I love all of his costumes.
You don't think that I know that?
You've got a big
Hey, Green Boy.
That's okay. Starcade.
Alex Wright's not the total package. He's just the biggest one.
Complete mental insanity, brother. And I was born in a room with no windows, and that's cool with me. I'll probably end up in the same room. See y'all.
What the fuck does that even mean? I was born in a room with no windows, and I'll end up there. Was he born in a casket?
Wednesday, December the 27th. Call your cable company right now.
That would explain a lot about Randy and Laney. Oh, hey, look, it's Disco Glenn. I don't recognize him not wearing an Xbox gamer headset laying in his bed. Savage was wearing it not be a costume? Even though he wore a lot of that shit in real life. Like, so much. That was very fun. The Big E Players Tribute article, that anecdote about the rack. Put him up there and just bend him.
I am my choices. I am me.
I am my choices. That's a bit deep for a jeans commercial.
Behind closed doors, the wars raged on. Ron Silver, Bo Bridges, Kissinger, and Nixon. See the world premiere tomorrow night at 8 on TNT.
You think all the wrestling fans watched that?
The New York Times says it's the most oddly mesmerizing.
Oh, hey, it's a good show.
It's Space Ghost, coast to coast, and it's only on Cartoon Network tonight at midnight. If you don't have
Like, there was some WCW crossover with Space Ghost. I'm only surprised there wasn't more.
Has begun, and the clock is ticking. But in this arena, the most explosive game in town isn't on the ice. Tonight, 17,000 hockey fans have been taken hostage, but only one of them.
Imagine if they, like, you know what somebody should do? Somebody should re-edit this movie with, like, the second Mighty Ducks movie as, like, one film and make it look like they're, like, hanging up above the Junior Goodwill games.
Game ever for Sega Genesis. And play to win for a chance at a $25,000 grand prize. Vector Man Resistance.
Vector Man.
Skill Power Tools have what it takes to make jobs so easy. You'll find
again, I don't think I want most wrestling fans.
Skill Power Tools.
Power Tools.
Think of all the things you can do.
You're watching TBS.
This is like the 5th week in a row, I feel like. We've watched something that has Bond commercials.
All the way from Japan to meet the superstars of WCW at Starrcade 1995. See such superstars as
The original? You mean like this era? I'd go Space Ghost. It was the best show on OG Adult Swim.
Triangle match where Sting, Lex Luger, and Ric Flair vie for the title shot. It's live Wednesday, December 27th, and only on pay-per-view. WCW's premier event is Starrcade. Ladies and gentlemen,
Yay.
the contest is for the WCW World Television Championship. Set for one
Yeah, Starrcade 95 is a really good show. Like, in a bubble. Like, it didn't really advance anything. It's just like, hey, here's Benoit and Liger. Here's, was it, Otani and Guerrero. Hey, Commodore Amigo.
Yeah, they got some Disco Inferno fans out there.
WCW never failed to just embarrass the shit out of their fans.
Yes, it is. We know it's catchy. We played it before.
My favorite thing that ever aired on Adult Swim was the Tom Sharpling Newbridge infomercial.
Let me put it like that. And this is the kind of music you like. Tony FIFA.
You like that line dancing stuff, don't you?
Hey, look, it's the folks who go around and talk shit about how Buster's Company sucks. They show up to the TV tapings and get drunk and dance like assholes on TV. Seriously, the Newbridge thing wasn't the fact that they got to make an actual TV show out of that whole universe, even if it was 15 minutes long. It's just insane. I'm so happy it happened. Yes, we're Newbridge and we're coming to get you. Billy Boy Roy working at the pencil factory. You don't want to make him sad. He has seasonal depression. That should be just the song ends. And he needs a thermal light in his office. Johnny B. Bad versus Glenn B. Worse. Oh my goodness, Brian. Big pop. Yeah, so Starrcade in the early to mid 90s just became gimmicky shit. Instead of like blowing off big storylines, it's like, oh, here's a weird gimmick we came up with. Battle Bowl or the World Cup.
The Disco Inferno and Johnny B. Band to go one-on-one here in this matchup here on Saturday night. Good to have you with us. We will still give you the rundown of the Japanese stars coming here from...
You know, Bischoff was kind of an asshole in this era, especially in this era, but like during the Johnny B. Bad stuff, where like Johnny's like, I can't do this because my kids are being harassed, that I left my wife. But there's a great Eric Bischoff line, I think in like the Pro Wrestling Torch around this time, where I guess he was arguing with Johnny on the phone, and he's like, well, what am I supposed to do if Jesus doesn't approve of my booking? I think Battle Bowl is a great idea for like a TV show, like a TV special. But asking people to pay $30 and they don't know what a single match is, a little much.
She is gone, and he deserves every bit of it. The way he treated Kimberly the Diamond Doll.
Nick Patrick's the ref, so the finish will get fucked up.
WCW World Television title, and he uses the reflection to primp. And here we go. It is going to be now one-on-one for the television title.
This guy any kin to Dave Penza? This little Inferno.
Johnny.
I know it's one of Mr. Penza's favorite athletes.
Yeah, Battle Bowl would be like a cool like Saturday Night's main event thing, or like, you know, like a if you get like a 3-hour Dynamite or something, like something like that, not Starrcade.
You know what that means? He's got all the tools, and you guess. Go ahead. And he's got all the tools and have fine edged them.
Yeah, what a fun battle for the year 1995. Like 50s sing-along rock versus disco. Yes, all of our homies hate Nick Patrick. That's right, Jonathan.
Well, he better not turn his back on Johnny B. Bad. He'll ragtag him in a minute. I guarantee you.
That's been one of the problems.
Yeah, I love how the crowd has children, Turner execs, and just random shirtless guys in December, and Superman in the front row.
It didn't seem to bother him, but I guarantee you, he want to win this thing right here as bad as anybody. He shouldn't be in there. There he goes.
Lateral press. Got a 1 count that time.
Lateral press. This is after Eric enforced those standards at center stage. This is the point where he just gave up. He's like, shit, Nitro's the thing that people watch. Who cares if the winos get up front?
He'll be on the WCW team. He'll be competing, as you take a good look at Kimberly the Diamond Doll, he'll be competing for the World Cup of Wrestling in a singles competition match against one of the stars of New Japan Pro Wrestling. And we'll find out who they are a little bit later on in this telecast.
Didn't they announce it?
Becoming the World Television Champion. Take a look, and we heard the
that sucks, all right. I'm sorry.
Championship Wrestling, you take a look at who we've got on this team. We've got some great wrestlers. Johnny B. Bad, Eddie Guerrero, Chris Benoit, Alex Wright, Sting, Lex.
Yeah, it wasn't like Johnny and Kimberly were like doing heavy petting on TV. And like Kimberly was like rubbing all over him and shit. It's just, but it is, the kids will give you shit for.
What a Nitro we're going to have coming up. We'll talk a little bit more about that. There's a drop kick. Down goes the Disco Inferno.
A little too close to him. See, he didn't get to extend and really pop his head back right there. When you're in that close,
Imagine like wrestling Johnny B. Bad and having ADHD and not being able to like pick what part of him you pay attention to, because there's all this shiny shit flying around everywhere.
Dragon twist, sending down the Disco Inferno down.
I don't know which set of tapings this. I think this is a few in, but yeah, they just gave up on Center Stage. Like they were only at Center Stage for a couple more sets of tapings after this.
From the Queen City of the South, Charlotte, North Carolina. Wow. Monday Nitro, 9 o'clock Eastern Time, in the legendary Independence Arena, site of some of the greatest wrestling matches in the history of our sport. What a
I mean, to be fair, like Mark Morrow seems like a sweetheart, but his kids. You think his kids are going to be the cool ones at school?
It will once again take its spot as the premier wrestling town.
Oh! Hey, he did a stun gun on his tummy. You know, the part of the body that you drop people on? Yes, Johnny B. Bad as seen on BET. I still am looking for that. If anybody has Johnny B. Bad and PN News on BET, contact me or Ian Riccaboni. We are both looking for it.
And letting Johnny B. Bad hit the top rope. And the Disco Inferno now pounding, showing little vicious nature.
Richard Land, we've both asked him. He does not have it. He has a million VHS tapes. He does not have that.
Well, when you're going after a major championship, the World Television title.
I've contacted so many people, like outside of the wrestling circles. There's no way Jim Cornette has that, buddy. There's no way Jim Cornette probably called up the cable company. He's like, hey, could you block BET? No, it would be. I'd have to think Viacom would have it. If anybody, the master. But like, I don't think they have it.
Oh, he is having some words with the Diamond. I have no idea what he's talking about here.
And she don't care.
Yep. Meanwhile, Johnny B. Bad.
Oh shit.
Yep, that gave Johnny B. Bad the advantage to get up. The time he needed to gather his senses.
Cornette doesn't have as much as he lets on. And he had to block it because he heard PN News.
And that's what happened. And right there,
it's like that. I forget what. It's the episode where Flanders and Homer become friends, and he goes over to Flanders' house, and they've got the giant satellite dish, but every channel's blocked.
That's it. 1, 2, and no, sir.
Whoa, man! He had to reach down to come out of that thing, Tone.
That was the second half of the bad move that time. Over the top.
Yeah, Johnny B. Bad had a deal called the Bad Move that was 2 separate moves. That's a little too much.
Great move by Disco Inferno. Great move.
It's just a leg drop if I do it by itself. But if I do the thing and then I do the leg drop, that's the bad move.
I guess, he had an opportunity once again. The mistake was made by Johnny B. Bad. A good move.
I wonder,
by Disco Inferno,
Johnny's had to have answered. Like, somebody's had to have asked him about how much that top rope sunset flip had to have messed up his back. Like, just doing a flying flip off the top rope onto nothing for years. Typically landing near your tailbone.
Right here, he cannot break his concentration. Needs to be able to put Johnny B. Bad away.
A pickup and a coming back, and a good move by the Disco Inferno. But once again, the key to this event so far has been Disco's offense combined with his lackadaisical attitude of the match. I mean, he can kick it into high gear, but when it comes time to execute a pin, he's been anything but.
Saturday Night Fever. Get it? Because this is airing on Saturday night. They should have ribbed him and aired this on Main Event on Sunday.
Johnny B. Bad trying to mount some sort of a comeback, but continuing to mount his offense. Disco Inferno. Johnny B. Bad counters with a foot in the back of his own, and Johnny B. Bad hits hard as well.
Yeah, Teddy Long, I think, was on in '93 by himself, and he was on in like '90 with Doom. which I saw got brought up a second ago.
Right here on Saturday Night. Whoa!
But no, there's absolutely, I forget the name of the talk show on BET. Oh shit, Liger Bomb. The main BET talk show where PN News and Johnny B. Bad are brought on to talk about the plight of the black wrestler. I don't know, was 106 in Park on back then? If it was, it would have been that, but yeah. Why are you letting Disco Glenn kick out of that, buddy? Like, he wasn't beating anybody. Why is he getting a kick out of finishes? Yeah, I didn't think 106 in Park was. Yeah, that's what I thought. We didn't get BET in my town until like the 2000s. Well, Bad didn't know he was leaving yet, and he was the TV champion. He was a pushed guy. Look at that guy. Look at all these people so happy. This is the highlight of their week. That Johnny B. Bad just narrowly escaped the wrath of Disco Inferno. Yeah, he knew that Disco was kicking out. I meant he didn't know that he was leaving the company yet. That's what I meant.
There's going to be just enough of you to put in a shoebox, take out in the backyard, and bury you, and forget about you for the rest of my life.
That escalated a bit.
Watch 13 days of 007 on TBS. You could win Bond's BMW C3 Roadster, a trip to Monaco, or other fabulous prizes. To enter, call 1-900-454-BOND.
No, Disco Leave It Over Jackie was in 97. We're talking about Mark Merrow leaving in 96.
Omaha, Nebraska 68164. Or fill out an entry form.
Main event of the show is Big Bubba against Eddie Guerrero.
Winners will be announced starting December 2nd. TBS. We get Bond like no one else.
Oh, a Virtual Boy commercial. I remember being so hyped for the Virtual Boy, and then I got to actually play one after like a year of seeing all these commercials, and I had to take it off after 5 minutes because I got a headache.
A 3D game for a 3D world.
Wait till they get a load of me.
Dear Dave, I was making up my holiday list when I suddenly realized I already have everything. Then it struck me.
Yeah, it wasn't fun. Like, even without the headache, it just wasn't fun to play.
That irresistible combination of Wendy's whole breast fillet, creamy ranch dressing blended with bacon and Monterey Jack. I'd pay $1 million.
Yeah, I knew a kid named Ben who had one. He was a dick. But I had to put up with him because our sisters were friends.
It's always something. And lots of times, someone you love is right in the middle of it. What they need is a cellular.
We need to get rid of car accidents.
We have the latest types, the people to answer your questions, and sign you up right on the spot. It's easy, and it shows you care, because who knows what they'll run.
It shows you care. Get yourself a car phone.
We're gonna be a little late.
Radio Shack.
I love that. We're gonna be a little late.
The critics agree.
When Ralph Cramden?
GoldenEye is one of the best action-adventure movies of the 90s.
We thought you still a kid.
No. And it's the best Bond film ever. Trust me.
I knew a guy that had a beeper in 95. Nobody with a cell
Some
phone.
men think strong opinions
The
are
truth about PMS. We need to learn this as wrestling fans.
bloating, which make you feel miserable. But Midol PMS helps you feel like yourself again. Opinions and all.
For PMS, nothing works better than Midol PMS.
Also, hello Karate Warrior over on Twitter. Appreciate you popping in over on the Twitter feed.
Hi again, it's Saturday night and we're back in the Control Center.
It's Saturday night. We're back in the Control Center, baby. Gene's not wearing pants behind that virtual desk.
From this Wednesday, December the 27th, originating from the
It's a Wednesday pay-per-view.
By the way, tickets in Nashville available at the Municipal Auditorium box office and throughout the Mid-South at all Ticketmaster locations.
The Starcade fake control center graphics were the best. They got worse as time went on, but I loved when they would do the fake hologram.
Recently thrown off the WCW Pro television program. By the way, Bobby Heenan instrumental in putting that scam, I beg your pardon, that business deal together with Mr. Ono. Ono has challenged the stars of
Ooh, the screen flew in from space.
It's WCW versus New Japan Pro
Wrestling. Gene has to be wearing like
World Cup of Professional Wrestling.
Swimming trunks.
New WCW
Behind that
World
desk.
Heavyweight Champ, the Macho
Imagine
Man,
Gene Okerlund having to zoom in to a job.
And Sting looks for a measure of revenge as he meets the man who beat him.
Yes, they did a 7-match series on Starcade for control of half hour of WCW Pro.
World Television Champion Johnny B. Bad locks up with the Japanese legend, Mr. Saito. Horseman Chris Benoit to meet Jushin Thunder Liger. Alex Wright goes one-on-one with Kanemoto. Now, in addition, as we announced last weekend, a triangle match between Lex Luger, Sting, and the Nature Boy Ric Flair, with the winner of that triangle match on the very
Gene wearing an old bathing suit while they're pressing his briefs to the laundromat. Hey, Captain Cannibalism, not Capital Cannibalism. This pretty much is the first Forbidden Door, yes. Ghost of Burt Furnace. I remember there was an initial draft of the card that actually they did make a control center for with Scott Norton on Team WCW, which would have been dope. I think it was originally Scott Norton instead of Alex Wright.
Like none other. Don't miss Starcade 95. As the old year comes to an end and the new one's just around the corner, there is more major movement among the players of World Championship Wrestling and the WWF. Rumor has it that yet another heavyweight is on his way to World Championship Wrestling. This is confidential. It's insider information. I'm not allowed to discuss on the air.
I always loved the idea that Gene had access to information he couldn't talk about on TV, but he could talk about it on the company hotline. No, Muta was not at that Starcade. I'm trying to think. Early 96, who would have been the jump? Had to have been one. Oh boy. If Bad Vibes were a tag team, I would totally eat a battle bowl. Tenzan. Dude, do not get Chris Benoit angry, Superman.
But I guarantee you one thing. We're going to be ready here at WCW with a big boys play. And what a matchup we got coming up right now.
It's tag team time. Back to Dave Pendleton.
Tag team time. Up against Book Zuma and Jimmy Savile. Oh shit, it's Dino Casanova and his sad fedora. Like, he was so embarrassed. He's like, I got this great idea. I'm gonna wear this fedora out there. Everyone's gonna love it. And then he gets out there and he's just like all embarrassed and takes it off as soon as he can.
Then that's one for the WCW team.
Frankie Lancaster, Frankie the Thumper Lancaster.
New Japan Pro Wrestling wants to take over World Championship Wrestling.
If Aaron Tippin went on the gas. What a team. This is center stage, yes.
I think what happened to him is he ran into a bad seat right off the bat.
You think Terry Funk ever, like, said anything to Frankie the Thumper Lancaster? Like, hey, bud.
A great announcer that he is no longer on WCW Saturday Night.
Be like if there was an enhancement guy named Thunderlips.
At two of the new Horsemen, the 90s, I have seen the face change of the Horsemen. These two guys provide speed, youth, and a lot of...
My mom loved Aaron Tippin.
Yes. One thing that hasn't changed about the Horsemen, though, is the fact that Ric Flair is a part of them. And Ric Flair, as was announced on Nitro this past Monday, Hulk Hogan and the Giant all on probation. They are walking that fine line. In other words, don't touch...
I love the idea that the Giant from this mystical, magical Dungeon of Doom is on probation.
Finally it came down. And there's a fine line, and they're walking on thin ice. And
Like,
there's something that I think needed to be done a long time ago.
Curtis IK just like shoot fucking lightning bolts at somebody?
Right now, but from what I hear now, talking in the back.
Yeah, no, this World Cup is just 2 countries. That's a good point, Casual Villainy. Just 2 countries. Lexus King is still in NXT. I think they're trying to like make him a good guy. Brian Zane's giant impression is very good. Hogan wasn't working the pay-per-view because they were out of dates. They ran out of dates at the end of the year, and they're like, shit. They didn't have any more pay-per-views on because they'd added like World War III and all that jazz.
The enforcer that he is still is the enforcer, but with these 2 guys right here, speed and power and a great mat knowledge, and these guys are quick as cats, and like I said, they don't care.
Oh!
That was a very good-looking suplex that time.
Yeah, like January 1st. Yes, Labamba Dudbaka points it out. January 1st, he's back on that Nitro. He got suspended for like 2 weeks.
Casanova with a blow between the shoulder blades that time. And Casanova needs to keep him in his corner, but notice how Benoit starting to step.
That's right. They did do that weird match on Raw in like 2018 that was like every guy in the locker room not born in America versus like 9 random Americans.
Things that you pick up and that they know what to do that makes them that good.
And this is exactly what has happened here.
I love Dino Casanova's singlet because it looks like he was wearing the black singlet and then his cat like ripped the shit out of it. So he had to find the Italian flag one and put that one underneath it so his wiener didn't fall out.
Things I can't even say on television.
First, what goes Dino Casanova?
She gets on me every week about that, man.
I'm good. Good for you.
Oh.
Side of the head.
I believe Dino Casanova's the dude who, a few months before this, tried to powerbomb Brian Pillman in a squash match. Hey, Savior Gabriel, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you bringing the flat soda and the half-eaten crackers. Relax, maybe join the chat, hang out. But, no, he goes to pick up Pillman for a powerbomb, and he doesn't plant his feet underneath him. So he kind of, like, falls back and then drops Pillman right on his head. It is the grossest shit. Like, how Pillman didn't break his neck is beyond me. It's insane. And the fact that Pillman's wrestling him again.
Will be coming here to the United States to compete for New Japan Pro Wrestling.
You know, we talked about him on the Pro before.
It's from Saturday night, I think May of '95. It's around the U.S. title tournament because they had to do an angle at that taping so that Pillman could like beat Bunkhouse Buck in the first round in like a second.
That's the man that can get it done.
Because he was like really messed up from this powerbomb. Dino Casanova against California Brian.
Slam by Chris Benoit. Everything that Benoit does is so crisp. So good.
Oh, I don't count the crown jewel stuff for like as canon.
On Casanova. And that's exactly what he's going to have to do against these stars.
What a torture crab.
So prolific as far as submission hold wrestling is concerned.
Well, Benoit's no.
Like, why do that and it not be a finish? California Brian was around longer than you'd think. You got like 6 months out of that.
Talking about Flair and Luger, Sting getting ready for the
Pinky and the Brian. Oh!
WCW is hot and heavy.
Outside goes Casanova. Meanwhile, that enables Flying Brian.
Why is this match so... Like, all 3 matches have been the same length, 2 of which were squashes, 1 of which was a title match.
Well, Casanova do no loving tonight. I guarantee you.
We have always said that WCW...
I believe Dino Casanova was the guy that took care of that CEO the other day. Maybe.
But the reason we say it, the reason we talk about where the big boys play is because in 1983,
Chris Benoit. I wish Chris Benoit was the Chris Benoit we know.
Edition 95, the 13th Starrcade, so to speak, will be a great one. Wednesday, December 27th, 8 o'clock Eastern, and only on pay-per-view. This is where it all started. Right here on TBS, and right
like
here.
These two just got their big heel push going, and they're having to go like 8 minutes with enhancement guys.
They got him in a situation where he can't even get over close to making the tag to Frankie Lancaster. Hey, ref, use a little leverage.
Hey, ref, a little leverage over here.
situation.
Yeah, I guess if you call straddling a guy and slapping him in the face.
Getting his receipt for that power bomb.
You want me to answer you every
I
time?
think DX and Kane and Taker was Saudi. I think Triple H and Undertaker and the almost as sad of a match was Australia.
Not backing up a step with a drop toe hold, enabling. Boy, this is great teamwork.
Yes, it is. I mean,
This is great teamwork that they're having to use to dispose of the juggernaut that is Dino Casanova.
He has not been able to get away from that, and that's just that's horseman at their best. I guarantee you. That's a little enforcer right there. I guarantee they've been training. But I can't believe
Taker versus Goldberg definitely was Saudi, yes.
Out there tell them to do something as bad as they are. I'm talking about as cocky as they are, it'd be rough. But if they listen, they could be a force.
The Horsemen continue their onslaught here, and Benoit.
Yeah, that was part of it. Pillman. It was partially Pillman's fault, but also old Dino didn't plant his feet correctly. But yeah, that powerbomb's fucking disgusting.
Well, that was just his weight. It wasn't.
Flay me to the moon.
He kind of flicked back there and got on top, and he come right out of it, as you see. Should have made a tag. Right
How
there.
is Dino Casanova covered in all that hair, not sweating nearly as much as Regal was? Oh my God, we are gonna get a hot tag.
He needs to make a tag, Tom.
You don't see that many times. Casanova hands.
It's adorable that Dusty would just call Tony Tongue.
Flying Brian comes in. Has a tag been made?
Okay, I kind of like the idea that they're. Oh shit! Oh. How is everything powerbomb related with Brian Pillman and Dino Casanova a fucking disaster? Oh!
Drop kick into a dragon suplex and then a lateral press, and this one's over.
Like, does Dino Casanova have lead in his boots? What the hell? Benoit couldn't get him over for the dragon suplex either. Yeah, I think Frankie barely being in this match is by design. God, Pillman's hair gets so fucking big when it gets warm. I mean, I feel it. I used to, when I would grow out my hair.
Well, you see right here, they were in full control of this thing, and they really look good today.
Oh.
They look very aggressive. And I will say this right here, nice drop kick like you see.
Yeah, that was awkward.
But they look great, brother.
Whenever the Horseman song gets to that breakdown, I just like to imagine like John Tesh or someone just like going at it on the synth.
And of course, Ric Flair is 11-time former WCW World Heavyweight Champ. You got to be looking right now to Nashville, Tennessee.
I believe they are lit by the same shitty lamp that I am. That's how like harsh the lighting is. Oh gosh.
Tag anytime. The winner, of course, will be meeting the Macho Man for the WCW World title.
Isn't that the most pleasant thought that's taken place in WCW in almost a year? Ric Flair's back in the title picture. The way it was meant to
Stop
be.
yelling at me. I didn't do anything to you, you weirdo.
Hallway of life. Somehow knocking at that door of greatness. Someone says,
Yeah, it's always funny. All these creative types wanted Flair to cut his hair. And then every time he would cut his hair, it would be, like Ghost of Bert Prentice said, that like, not B. Arthur, but like a general conglomeration of all the Golden Girls. That weird Dutch boy.
Me, Luger, Sting.
Yeah, wearing sunglasses. Do you know what that means? Partying all night and danced a little harder.
As you look, you know. You smell that? That is excitement in the air. Nashville, I'm coming to take a try.
Don't want to hear that out of Ric Flair's mouth.
The World Heavyweight Championship for the 12th time, Doctor.
You know, you're going to be fresh. Those other two men, both Luger and Sting, are going to be competing in the team competition earlier on. So
He's sweating more than Dino Casanova was.
Oh, I've got the edge no matter what. I'm the 60-minute man. I'm Ric Flair.
Yeah, that's like a second grader's haircut. I have no idea why Flair always got that exact haircut. Except for that period in 2000 when he like became a member of Simple Plan.
Queridos amigos, no cambien el canal, porque ahorita vamos a ver de cuál cuero sale más correa. Here on Saturday Night.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, would you like to have me under your tree this
I love him putting a Santa hat on his cowboy hat. Karate Warrior with Ric Flair rocking an early 2000 haircut. Yes.
Well, you can call and brawl with me, the Macho Man.
And you can also get great savings on your long distance.
I think this is just filmed at the Christmas party that year at CNN Center. They put up like a green screen. Hey, anybody want to talk about these cards?
Now there's a new hearing aid for Miracle Ear. So advanced, it's virtually invisible. Now you see it.
Why did they think all wrestling fans were deaf? We're hard of hearing, hearing impaired.
Free booklets that tell you how the virtually invisible
Terminology.
Mirage may help you hear better. If you call 1-800
Every fucking WCW show for like a 5-year period had this exact commercial.
Hearing loss in you. It'll show you the most common causes and solutions for hearing loss. And we'll include the free booklets about the new Mirage hearing aid from Miracle Ear. You see, Mirage
It's the interviews, everyone except for Jake Roberts.
Into the ear
Jake
canal.
Roberts
It's
is
not
down
only
here.
small,
Relax.
It's virtually invisible. Call Miracle Ear at 1-800-863-4100.
That's a good point. They really should be like running these on the screen before a Kiss
The
concert.
virtually invisible Mirage.
It's amazing. I know he's wearing it, but I can't see it.
So call
Yeah,
Miracle
now I
Ear
just want
at
to
1-800-863-4100. Call now.
We are here today to talk about tomorrow.
It's funny. Tales of Skinny Macho
Yesterday
Man.
is gone, and tomorrow will soon be today.
Sneaking around.
And
Starbursts are not a drug.
yesterday,
Why are we sneaking them around? At graduation. Again, another candy commercial
of the future.
that makes the candy look like an hallucinogen.
With real fruit juice.
You think you got a game? Mine's a stick-toting, rocket-launching, freezer-burning, glass-cleaning, blurry little twine-denting, board-eating, crunch, top shelf with the peanut butter, stand-em-up, muck-and ice lounging,
Muck and ice.
blue line bouncing, bring it on, crash dummy, hard to keep up with, Carice monkey kind of.
Hey, Nicholas Infantante. Glad to have you here.
NHL 96, the ultimate judge on any of these.
I believe Jake. Karate Warrior 2 on Twitter says, I wonder if Jake Roberts whispered because he was kind of lazy. I believe him that he just wanted people to like listen intently. Hey, Mitch Pump.
And don't let me catch you following me.
Oh, this is the re-release of the
time to dissolve. But the
middle
effervescent power
three.
of Alka-Seltzer Plus cold medicine is ready the moment you take it to relieve your worst cold symptoms. Nothing rushes relief like Alka-Seltzer Plus.
Back on Saturday night, attention hotline fans. They just keep on coming as there continues to be movement in and out of professional wrestling's major organizations. I can guarantee you.
Normally they waited till the second hour to run the second Gene ad.
And surprise at who's allegedly calling it quits up north. I can't talk about it on the air, but I will have all the details.
Surprise.
Hotline report tonight at 1-900-909-9900. $1.49 a minute. Kids, get your parents' permission, but call right now.
Promotional consideration.
Thank you so much for the cheers. Appreciate that, bravo. Up north. God, I'm so happy we don't have that terminology anymore. That billionaire promoter in Jacksonville.
I like a beefy, spicy Slim Jim. Step into it, yeah!
Jovan Musk for men. Jovan.
Yeah, the 1-900-909-9900 hotline does not work anymore, unfortunately.
All right, fans,
It's
and welcome
nowhere.
back to wrestling's #1 weekend program. It's WCW Saturday Night here on TBS. Tony Schiavone and the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. And
Ooh, it is Hugh.
Hugh Morris.
With One Man Gang, who went to the mall kiosk and was like, can I get one of everything on this shirt, please? The airbrush lady.
Hugh Morris laughing, but he gets humorous when he's dishing out pain. Look at this.
Wow. Members of the Dungeon of Doom, the opponent for Hugh Morris.
I should look into that. Mark Thorne. All of my friends' moms growing up look like Mark Thorne. Yeah, Brian brings up a good point. If One Man Gang is hanging out with other people, is it really a one-man gang?
And we'll take you back to when Hulk Hogan hit Sting this past Monday on Nitro. What an
Well,
event that was.
let the fans take another look at it. Was it a mistake?
We need a bootlegger to remake that one-man gang shirt.
This guy right here, of all the
I think he just went to the airbrush kiosk at the mall. The one that like has all the homemade versions of famous logos.
Body and the arms, massive arms, strength, but also agility, as we've seen in his moonsault that he calls.
What's the one-man gang with an accomplice? Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, Mark Thorne is walking around. Kurt Cobain has been dead for almost 2 years. And Mark Thorne's still walking around looking like that. I kind of wonder if WWE ever tried to get Akeem on BET. You'd have to think they would have tried. Just to be assholes.
Yeah, he was right there, and I'll tell you what, it's going to take more than pounders on the chest to put him away.
That's amazing, Ghost of Bert Curtis. A shirt with him and Missing Link eating spaghetti together. I hope it's just like at Fazoli's or something. Like not even like in gimmick.
I've been to every one except one, and I was back in the first one in 1983.
Oh.
And there's a great move by Hugh Morris. I was also there in 1984, as a matter of fact, when a distraught, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, was very upset.
What do you mean distraught?
Well, you pushed me over the chair.
Distraught.
Don't say that on there. My mama will call me tonight.
Well, she should.
Yeah, that's silver tongue. Now you're using your silver tongue.
Why did he throw the? I love like Snuka? Like.
2, 3, no laughing matter.
Yeah, we have a Fazoli's like 10 minutes from here. Sometimes we'll go and there's like a family platter thing. The breadsticks are to die for. What a loser!
Look at this. Ugly.
Yeah, me and my weird gardening gloves. Yeah, that was much quicker than either other matches. Maybe they had to cut Hugh Morris's time because Dino Casanova had to go 9 minutes.
I mean, he can get up and he can move and he's got the weight, he's got the power. Humor, and he finds humor in dishing out pain. Whoa, that ain't no laughing matter, brother.
Your winner is
Hugh
Morris, and we still have Eddie
Just
Guerrero.
popped a hip out trying to pin him.
That's going to be. Plus, hear from Sting, hear from Lex Luger.
God, look at that mullet. Jeez.
Continues here on TBS. Don't you dare go away. We are #1 in wrestling.
When I first started working out with the Nordic track, I lost a lot of weight in a very short period of time. I went from 226 to 172 in just a few months.
And I'd kill to be
The combination
226.
of the Nordic track exercise along with a low-fat diet has really helped me trim my waistline and my weight. I look good. I feel good. I've gone down 2 dress sizes. I feel sensational.
Call for a free video and brochure to find out what a
One-man gang.
can do for you.
I went down 1 complete onesie size, and now I can't even be Akeem. Hey, Idlewild South.
Who said I had to do 2 things: watch my diet and exercise regularly. So as a result of getting on the Nordic track, I brought my weight.
Well, see, if you want to put on more muscle, just lift the Nordic track. Like girls with it.
Buy one.
Call now to get a free video and brochure that tell how you can achieve your fitness goals with Nordic Track. Call right now without cost or
That's my
obligation.
fitness goals.
Tommy Boy Music kicks off the holidays with Jock Rock, Volumes 1 and 2.
Jock Rock, baby. Not even Jock Jams.
Jock Rock,
Jock Rock. For the guys who think Jock Jams are just a little too urban.
Look what's popping up at Burger King.
For the guys who Jock Rock is for the guys who call up the cable company and get BET blocked. Yeah, I was thinking that Scott running the Nordic Trek ad after a Hugh Morris match. One Man Gang even more. I mean, One Man Gang lost a lot of weight later. Looks good these days.
And my brother had my Taz radio headset.
Looney Tunes Tronic. Real fun, real sound, only from Toshiba. Sold separately, batteries not included. Enter the Big Red Boat Sweepstakes. See your Looney Tunes Tronic dealer for details.
Tommy Boy music kicks off the holidays with Jock Rock, Volumes 1 and 2. The greatest crowd rock and sports anthems of all time. Jock Rock.
Are these really sports anthems?
In stores now.
New Japan Pro
Why do we keep playing that same clip
Superstars from the Orient come to the United States.
of the dude from the Japan Pavilion at Epcot?
It's the superstars of New Japan Pro Wrestling. In addition, the world
Oh, that font. I hate that font.
the winner of the Triangle match. It's all at the granddaddy of all wrestling events. Starrcade 1995.
Yes, Andrew. The actual Jock Rock at this time was just idiots who didn't understand Rage Against the Machine lyrics. Oh, the Super Assassins. AKA not Barbarian and not the Warlord. Imagine hiring the Warlord. His like only real benefit is that he looks like a goddamn truck. And you're like, hey, put a shirt and a mask on.
These two guys are big and powerful, but they wear the name of the Great Assassin. And they are the Super Assassin. What a matchup we got here.
Could you imagine Jody Hamilton walking out with these guys? I think these two had fought to like a double count out the week before, and that's why the Nasties are running out.
Wow. They've had some battles on our sister program, WCW Worldwide Wrestling, and they're continuing the bad blood here on Saturday night.
Oh, we get the picture-in-picture.
Yeah, well, it'd have to be two different perspectives because it is battling all over the ring. We could see some real clubbing going on right here. The Nasty Boys and the Super Assassins. WCW Saturday Night, that's why it's no better than right here with me in the Silver Tongue. Tony Schiavone and the McAfee Dusty Rhodes. Oh, double sandwich. Double sandwich.
You know, in order to do the high-low, somebody's got to go low.
Double shoulder. Super Assassin.
I love how the Nasties are like, yeah, we're working with the Warlord. Let's just beat the shit out of him. And just plow right through him. Fuck's sake.
It could be number 6 for all we know.
I love Dusty as a color guy.
Let's just call him one.
The Super Assassins without Colonel Parker, their manager, who, as we talked
Yeah, TK Bomb, I was just making a joke. If they both went low, that'd be way funnier.
I can only assume they are now engaged.
They just like headbutt the ankles.
Tennessee, as we speak tonight right now. Probably watching us on television.
She has been spoken for.
Yes, he has been spoken for. What a tingle web we weave. I can see him right now.
What a tingled web we weave.
With the TV, one of the big screen TVs, watching WCW Saturday Night.
The Nasty Boys got things started quickly, but now the power of these two Super Assassins coming through.
How many times have you seen that? Not to interrupt you. How many times the Nasty
And the Nasties got in a fight with Hall and Nash. It was I think it was like in the ring.
And about 2 or 3 minutes, if they ain't got you beat up.
And like Hall ended up breaking Sags' neck with a chair shot.
The old word conditioning, and they can beat you quick, but it looked like
yeah, imagine just Samoan just grabbing a dude's foot and headbutting it till it breaks. Seriously, the Colonel Parker and Sherry storyline is like a 2-year epic. And by epic, I mean they just kept forgetting at what point the storyline was at. And would like reset it every couple of months.
The tag is made.
Oh, man.
You're too much.
I'm telling you, ain't I?
Nick Patrick is refereeing every freaking match on this show. I don't like it. All right, this day in history. We got our factoids. This day in history, December the 9th, 1995. The Knicks beat the Atlanta. I gotta pull it up on my phone because the chat's scrolling by too fast for me. Get out of that. Manager. Why is it not? I need to get out of there. David J. Neptune Man, this week in history, December 9th, 1995, the Knicks beat the Hawks 101-92. The New Jersey Nets beat the Cavaliers 85-73. The Chicago Bulls beat the Milwaukee Bucks 118-106 to win For win 16 of the 72-win season, the New York Rangers tied the Montreal Canadiens 2-2 on the ice. The New Jersey Devils defeated the New York Islanders 4-2, and the number one song in America was One Sweet Day by Mariah Carey and Boys II Men. Thank you so much, Stephen J. Neptune Man, as always, our master of factoids. Much appreciated, my friend.
If his fiance gives him a title shot.
Well, I tell you what, that remains to be seen. But these guys here, they got the, they're in there with the nasty balls, and I guarantee you, nasty balls out of the game plan a little bit right now, but they are a real
Barbarian, not even trying to hide who he is. Only one guy who looks like that is going for top rope headbutts like that.
Only thing here was the C in the middle of the ring.
What?
The C in the WCW, you see.
Which one was that hit the C?
That was the number one.
Yes.
And here comes the
here we go.
Oh, hot. I mean, mediocre hack. Lukewarm. Like, the only thing that the Super Assassins have going for them is their size. And the Nasties are just working with them like they're any other team.
Well, I tell you what, he was coming off the top.
Like, the Nasties are big guys. They're not Warlord big.
Now the nasty balls start to go to work on the Super Assassin.
I believe Jerry Staggs, the legal man.
Super Assassin.
Two legal men are out there.
Yes, they are. Good call.
First.
Now they're all four out there.
I did see that, yes.
I don't know if it matters.
The Diesel backstage footage after he won the belt. A lot of real cool stuff on that channel lately.
It's more than just that. It's a personal score.
I will consider that, Jonathan.
As the fight continues on the outside.
I just know the font's very small for those of you who are watching VOD.
Big conflict between these two teams.
They are fighting all the way back.
Oh, they're fighting out the front door.
Fans back with more. Wow, on Saturday night. Stay with us.
Fighting into the locker. Oh, that's it. Why did they go back so far that they exposed Eddie wasn't wearing his gear? He's walking around in sweats and his ring jacket like a real weirdo.
Fresh taste, that's one. How many freshes in double mint? Two. Fresh breath, that's the other one. Fresh taste, for me. Fresh breath, for you.
I believe this commercial was on last week's show too, so yeah, this was on the air for over a year. Back when that was a thing that happened.
Sir, they're in the shapes of little portals. And when you walk, they bark.
Shopping for the holidays?
We have 2 gigabytes, 16 megs of RAM.
We have a suggestion to help you through it.
It's a virtual reality map. Look out, we're being invaded by spacemen.
Come to Wendy's for a delicious Monterey Ranch.
I cannot imagine
It's a whole breast fillet Monterey Jack
like working at Best Buy or whatever, and Dave Thomas just walks in. He's like, "Hey, I need a TV."
Come to Wendy's for a Monterey Ranch chicken sandwich today.
Hi, I'm from Radio Shack. Can we talk? I guess. Your wife wants to know what you want for Christmas. She does? Yep. So when she asks us, we can tell her something like this, or something like this.
Is this a thing that happens at construction sites? Like a bunch of guys just up on some beams,
All right, let me smell the TV. Yeah. Good one,
like sitting that close, talking shit about their families.
You got questions?
Hey, Brahavan.
The critics agree. GoldenEye is one of the best action-adventure movies of the 90s.
Wait till you're still a kid.
No. And
If
it's
they
the best
smell the
Bond
TV,
film
might
ever.
have.
Trust me. GoldenEye, rated PG-13, now playing.
Yes, yeah, my dad was a construction worker, and he always ate lunch by himself.
Heading to Memphis, Route 64. Drove all night, but real sore. Call your old lady and give her the news. You just got the mother of all tattoos. Call 1-800-COLLECT from any phone.
Any
Las
phone.
Vegas. Oh, what a town. Major celebrities running around. Call your buddy. Tell him you think you just saw Engelbert Humperdinck. Call 1-800-COLLECT.
Were we calling people at that point, telling them, "Hey, we saw Engelbert Humperdinck"?
Not only the triangle match
Were we?
title at Starrcade, but it will be New Japan Pro Wrestling against WCW Wrestling, the best of 7.
I like the Sega Saturn.
What a competition it will
Virtual
be.
Fighter, come on.
December 27th.
Well, you know, Tony Hill,
My brother-in-law had one.
We're looking forward to this
Sweet.
situation. The Japanese athlete, submission tap wrestler at all times. The flamboyancy of the...
What else you got? Anyone in 95? Good point.
Play at Starrcade 95.
Standing by, Sonny Ono.
Gentlemen,
So if you've never seen this, or you've never been to Epcot,
assassin.
they said this is filmed in Japan. This was filmed at the Japan Pavilion at Epcot in Disney World in Florida
Therefore, I will speak in English. Now,
before the park opened.
gentlemen, your job is very simple.
Yeah, it's pretty racist. And that explains why you can see Norway in the background. You can. Well, the vignettes where they filmed where Regal turns Bobby Eaton into Earl Robert, those are filmed at the England Pavilion.
Mr. Saito.
Yes.
Yes.
Saito, one word.
Mr. Saito, do not throw that boulder through the McDonald's window.
Sonny, you have a lot of money. I have a lot of power.
Yes.
Where you get the gold?
All the gold.
All the gold.
Yes.
Mr. Saito.
Mr. Sasaki.
I love how everyone else is dressed like they're from the same prep school. And then Chono's over there just looking like the coolest dude alive.
Sir Charles.
Where was the seventh guy?
Barkley, the Phoenix Suns, and I'll tell you what.
I totally heard that song in my head, La Bamba, yes.
Who's going to show up? This is, like I say, we're the...
Ugh, Ric Flair's the top heel. Hey, Nick Manoa, hello. Yes, I simulcast these on Twitter. Because I have the option to. Trying to get people to... Just trying to get eyeballs. Glad to have you.
I am grounded.
Yeah, imagine going to Disney World and there's just Jushin Liger in full gear, hanging out.
Strength. I am my choices. I am me.
The game has begun, and the clock is
I know.
ticking. But in this arena,
Imagine if Gary Glitter was up there.
isn't on
Push
the
him
ice.
off.
Tonight, 17,000 hockey fans have been taken hostage, but only one of them knows it. Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Flying V.
Sudden Death, rated R. Starts Friday, December 22nd at theaters everywhere.
Are we, Stephen J. Neptune, are you saying that Jushin Liger created COVID?
Oh, no. How can we change your mind? How about a raise? Company sled?
No one can resist Long John Silver's popcorn fish.
I think he wants a crack at Mrs. Claus.
A quarter pound with fries is just $1.99.
Maybe if you gave
Perhaps, Stephen J. Neptune, man.
Keep in touch, kid.
Right now, collect a holiday crystal for just 99 cents each.
Do you know you put your hair at risk every time you walk?
There we go, Brian Dermody.
Surprised? Hair's most fragile when
This
it's
one's
wet.
for you, my friend.
Just combing can break it. The answer? Pantene Pro V to help
I'm
keep your
glad I
hair
knew you were
strong,
going to pop for
healthy
this.
looking. So it actually breaks less. Pantene's the first.
If Disney ever buys Bushiroad, does Jushin Liger become a Disney princess? Yes.
Improving the healthy
Absolutely.
shine, helping it stay strong. Pantene
I think
Pro
so,
V
Brian.
For hair so healthy, it shines. Strong can be beautiful.
You think you got a game? Mine's a stick-toting rock.
I always love when commercials start. Psst. Like, hey, this secret I have over here, the NHL.
Butter stand 'em up, mucking, ice lounging, drop passing, puck extracting, blue line bouncing, bring it on.
I always like Long John Silver's when I just absolutely have to poop in a half
Some of
hour.
that, bring your best game. NHL 96, the ultimate judge on any of these home arenas.
The ultimate judge. Yes, that's how we determine things in America in the legal system.
You have now seen the stars of New Japan Pro Wrestling, and you've seen the strategy. It is New Japan against WCW.
Did we see the strategy? It's just Sonny Ono telling guys, hey, you're big, hey, you're strong.
All the way across from Japan, Jushin Thunder Liger leads New Japan Plus. The world champion Macho Man Randy Savage, who awaits the
I love that Shivani said Liger was the leader because that's like the only one he knew.
coming up live Wednesday, December 27th, and only on pay-per-view. Don't you dare miss the Grand Eddie.
Yeah, no, it's not close to the New Japan logo. They just went through, what's the most racist font we could find? There we go.
I'm going to tell you what, he's got the best of the crop right there where he can go with the old and the new. So familiar.
It's not Rey Mysterio who's coming out to this music. It is the Zodiac. I just don't think Muta came over for that tour.
He was first talking to Otani and Kanemoto.
I've brought it up in here before. I always thought it was interesting. They filmed Mr. Nanny in like 92, I believe. And in the dream sequence at the beginning, Brutus is in the Zodiac gimmick, which means Brutus had this idea and got the gear commissioned years before this. He thought this was his golden goose.
All right, here ain't gonna happen, brother. I'm ready. My guys are ready.
The USA contingent is ready, Dream, but also that contingent from New Japan Pro Wrestling. Sonny Ono, Japanese businessman, as Chris Sawyer.
Chris Sullivan. I'm stunned they let him be Chris Sullivan with Kevin in Power.
WCW and
He spent money on those tassels on his arms. He needed to get that money out of him. So he's doing all these moves. Yeah, Brutus went from Brutus like almost got fired after Starrcade.
I tell you, fans, stand by because we are going to have Eddie Guerrero go up against Big Bubba. Plus, we're going to take you back to Nitro and show you some of the wild things that happen.
Yes, the Zodiac match graphic. We've seen it before. It just looks like somebody drew Zodiac. Like he didn't actually pose for a picture.
I hear you see my main man out there, Charles Barkley, good friend of mine. Yes, walked right up to you. He knew who you were, didn't he?
That's exactly right.
He watches us every Saturday night, man. Even in the locker room, they told me. They satellited in the locker room at 6:05. Out there when they're on the road, it's like 4:05. Is that right?
Yeah. If they're
Up here we go.
They're in LA. It's
This move.
Yeah, they're in.
I will break your neck.
You know, we could go on with this all day while we're watching.
Like that's what that's supposed to be. He like snaps his neck. Like theoretically, that should be like a death finisher.
But one of the most effective men in WCW. And weird, hey.
Like otherwise, why is the guy going limp? Also, I love how with the Dungeon of Doom guys, Zodiac doesn't get anybody to come out with him. Like even among the Dungeon of Doom guys, Zodiac's just too weird. He's the guy on the staff who eats lunch in his car. Nobody wants, you know, nobody likes him. Nobody like actively hates him. Just doesn't really make a point to befriend anybody. Whereas like One Man Gang and Hugh Morris have become friends outside of work. They're coming out during each other's matches. You know, Kevin Sullivan and the Giant. You know, the manager and the star employee. I love that the Nitro aesthetic was just fire, fire, steel. Do you think ICP ever? Yeah, this was the point where they were booking out full Nitro cards a week in advance. Like they did this through like I think middle of February in '96, and then just started booking shit week to week. But like the Observer would have Nitro cards for like 6 weeks in advance. Sullivan would sit on the phone with David and be like, "Brother, I got Zodiac versus Luga. I got Sting versus Ming, Hogan and Arn. Next, the week after that, got Eddie and Dean."
Or fill out an entry in USA Today. Then watch 13 Days of 007. Winners announced.
Yeah, Brutus did the Gathering, but I wonder if they asked him to do the Zodiac. at the gathering.
He's the epitome of evil. And he's on the prowl in the third dimension. It's Wario. The diabolical one has gone 3D, where evil runs deep and danger comes out of nowhere.
This would almost be better as a projector instead of a headset.
It's Wario Land, a 3D game.
Like, it looks better.
Wait till they get a load of me.
Dear Dave, I was making up my holiday list when I suddenly realized...
we need to eat Wendy's.
I haven't had one of your delicious Monterey Ranch chicken sandwiches in a long time. That irresistible combination of Wendy's whole breast filet, creamy ranch dressing blended with bacon and Monterey Jack. I'd pay $1 million to have one right now.
That's about how much one costs, actually, now that you bring it up.
It's always something. And lots of times, someone you love is right in the middle of it. What they need is a cellular phone from Radio Shack.
Kind of, yes, Brian. You nailed it.
Answer your questions and sign you up right on the spot. It's easy, and it shows you care, because who knows what they'll run into out there.
Mike, we're gonna be a little late.
Radio Shack. You've got questions.
Yeah, you'd think that the Mario universe would have something to say. I mean, the Among Us accounts have spoken out in favor of Luigi.
Castle Rock Entertainment is proud to present Leslie Nielsen in a Mel Brooks film.
You're eating insects right from the ground. I don't know what you're talking about.
Dracula, dead and loving it.
She's alive?
I think I liked this when I was a kid. I haven't seen it since I was like 8.
Rated PG-13 at theaters December 22nd.
We are back on Saturday night and live this past Monday on WCW.
I guarantee you, before they hit record, Dusty Rhodes whiffed the grossest fart.
Hogan was involved at the end, and then
yeah, Russ's Wizards. Tell those kids, get school can wait till tomorrow. We're watching like third generation VHS footage of pro wrestling, 1995.
There was a planned action by Hulkamania. And the Stinger took the
Hulkamania, baby.
Because of his relationship, if you will, with Lex Luger. Let's bring it all into focus.
Dusty picking his fingernails while he's on camera.
Men are caused to go crazy sometimes. I've actually slammed referees. Oh my goodness, didn't mean to do that, but it's already done. Did he or didn't it? Bottom line, they have got it.
I love the idea of accidentally body slamming a referee.
And then we'll hear from Sting. Let's take you to Nitro.
What is Dusty doing? Didn't we literally just watch Nitro highlights for like 3 minutes?
Are supposed to team up to kick Ric Flair and Arn Anderson from here and there and back again. I just want to know, what's the deal with Luger, and do you know what side you're on?
What about that jaw, Sting?
Yeah, the Lex and Sting gimmick at this point, where Lex was a heel unless Sting was around, was so funny. One of the best Lex runs, definitely.
I am on your side.
And what's the deal with Airplane, brother?
Well, then what's going on with Lex Luger? Lex Luger is my best friend. I don't agree with the Jimmy Hart thing going on. He's mixed up right now. I'm trying to straighten him out. And I don't have a
Hogan was like a total asshole at this point. Like, for a dude who was so so aware of everything around his brand, he was so unaware. He seemed so unaware of how he was being perceived publicly.
Have to down the total package. Well, let me tell you, if we're gonna backtrack, brother, digress. Some idiot
the shittiest friend.
Macho Man is the one that warned us all about Luger in the first place. That's right, straight up, brother. And I called
straight up, like brother. He just heard the song.
Yeah, I think that I called it right up. Okay, you think you called it like it was right straight up, but maybe Luger's fuse is just about that long, this much shorter than yours.
Sting would use that line in so many promos to try and get Gene to laugh. There's one worldwide promo from around this time where he talks about his fuse being this long and Lex's being this long, and Gene loses his shit. It's awesome.
Hulkster, we are going up against the Nature Boy Ric Flair, a person who I despise. And Arn Anderson, I can't stand him either. And if you
Yeah, this is Sting going on natural with the hair color.
we may lose the whole deal here. Well, let me tell you something, brother. You're my friend, dude.
Has there ever been a wrestling promo where someone's like, well, let me tell you something, and the other person's like, nope, I will not let you tell me something, and then they just walk off?
One favor.
Or like it's like a one shot, and the cameraman's like, nope, shutting off the camera. We're good. We're good.
For a tag team partner. I'm here to make one last statement, and that is I will do everything in my power to keep Luger out of your face, Macho Man, and God knows I want to keep
Is Sting just carrying a random ass beach towel? Up here, Sting, and you know he's serious. No face paint.
Here on Saturday night.
I have seen The Rock's wrestling promo. God. Fuck, what's his name? I'll think of it in a second.
But what about Hulk Hogan? What happened this past Monday? What about the big one-on-one match with Kensuke Sasaki? No U.S. title on the line. It's going to be part of Starrcade. Then the triangle match with the winner of that one to meet the WCW World Heavyweight title. Where do I start?
Where do you want me to start? You name it.
Let's start with you and Hogan.
Me and Hogan. You want to talk about the tag?
I absolutely do.
Monday Night.
This is real Sting. This is Steve, brother.
And also Arn Anderson. I'm not too
shitty 90s sunglasses.
And everyone's wondering.
Barely cover the eyes.
Okay with Hogan? Is Hogan going to be okay with Sting? Well, the bottom line is we have to be. Because Ric Flair's been 10 or 12-time World Heavyweight Champion. Arn Anderson's been the enforcer for God knows how long. So we have to be like this. We got to be.
No, Captain Cannibalism. This is a later SNL from like about 5 or 6 years ago.
Exactly what we're going to be.
I know about the 2000 SNL. Yeah, the Coco. Coco Watch Out. GM Spectre had the character, yeah.
In the team competition.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to that one too. I was on his turf not so long ago. It didn't really go my way, but this time he's on my turf, and I plan on it doing.
More importantly, I must say, the triangle match, Luger, yourself, and the Nature Boy Ric Flair with the.
I do love the idea that Sting's like, I'm not fucking painting up for this promo.
Right. Luger, you're a friend of mine. Flair, I can't stand you. You know the way I want to get at you. You know the way I'd love to get at you just to get to Macho Man. Macho, I still don't have anything against you, although I'm a little unsure at times, and I'd love to get you for that World Heavyweight title. And Luger, I'm coming at you just as strong
I could see that Refs as
A
Wizards.
very busy time. It is Fans Live Sting here on Saturday night, and stay tuned. We're going to be back after this.
Eddie Guerrero, give you some credit. You're a good little man, but take a good long look.
Wait, did he just say Eddie Guerrero's hot?
Gonna hurt you, boy.
The first promo, he said he's gonna murder him and dump him in his backyard. All right, Bootable, take her easy. Have a good night. Glad to have you. Get some sleep.
Use this calling card for prepaid access to the WCW hotline.
Dude, I cannot imagine being ICP and going to do like radio interviews where nobody's seeing your face anyway, but you're still painting up. That's so funny.
Collector's cards are going fast. Call 1-800-641.
Collectors calling cards.
It's coming. The misery of a cold.
Sorry, I have to hang up. I only had $3 on my Randy Savage calling card.
Cold medicine is taking shape. In Alka-Seltzer Plus liquid gels. Rushing concentrated medicine.
Or when the boys can't get their candy from the doctor.
Rush relief with Alka-Seltzer Plus liquid gels. Got the flu? Try new Alka-Seltzer Plus flu.
Got the flu? Go fuck yourself! No,
The game has begun.
God, they wanted people to see this movie.
But in this arena, the most explosive game in town
is
on the ice.
butt game.
Tonight,
Hey.
1,000 hockey fans have been taken hostage, but only one of them knows it. Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Jean-Claude Van
Starts Friday, December 22nd at theaters everywhere.
Now there's a new hearing aid.
This commercial. They should have put up subtitles. I always say that when we run this ad.
Now you don't.
I can't hear you.
Hearing aid for Miracle Ear. Call now. we'll send you these free booklets that tell you how the virtually invisible mirage may help you hear better if you call 1-800-863-4100. Right now, we'll also send you this free videotape, Hearing Loss and You. It'll show you the most common causes and solutions for hearing loss. And we'll include the free booklets about the new Mirage hearing aid from Miracle Ear. You see, Mirage is our most advanced hearing aid that fits completely
You
into
see
the
here,
ear
sir,
canal.
if you
It's
put
not
the
only
hearing aid
small,
in
it's
your
virtually
ear,
call Miracle Ear at
you can hear things.
863-4100. We'll send you
Put it
important new
right.
information
Don't
about
put
hearing
it
loss
here.
and the virtually invisible Mirage.
Don't put it in your butt.
I know he's wearing
Put it in
but
your
I
ear.
can't see it.
So call Miracle Ear at 1-800-863-4100. Call now.
We are here today to talk about tomorrow. Yesterday.
Oh, they
is
totally
gone,
tried to
and
get Ben Stein.
tomorrow
That was
will
written
soon
for
be
Ben
today.
Stein, guaranteed.
And seems like only
He's like, nope,
yesterday
can't do it, baby doll. If you eat a Starburst and that happens, you didn't need a Starburst.
Starburst fruit juice with real fruit juice.
Welcome back to more exciting action here on Saturday night.
Again.
Last week we had Bobby Heenan's Christmas party. Tonight, Wade Boggs' Christmas party. Next week, Hulk Hogan's Christmas party.
Why is everybody throwing Christmas parties?
Fans, they just keep on coming as there continues to be movement in and out of professional wrestling.
Gene, just say that you have a problem. You're getting drunk at everybody's house. They're not Christmas parties if you're the only one showing up with booze.
But I will have all of the details tonight during my.
He just shows up to Wade Boggs' house. It's like, dude, you gotta leave.
Kids, get your parents' permission, but call the hotline right now. Tomorrow night, 6:05 here on TBS.
Exactly, Andrew. It gives you a metaphorical orgasm.
I
I think content, the way it's consumed, I don't know if stuff from these days will be watched like this. Just because there's so fucking much of it. But there might be. On hologram Twitch. Brian, me and Gene have had 3 Christmas parties in the past 24 hours myself. Me in my old bathing suits and a bottle of Chivas Regal. Here we go. Poor Ray Traylor having to wrestle in a suit. Like, in hindsight, what a mean thing to do to a big old fellow like Ray Traylor. Hey, here are all these clothes you have to wear while you wrestle. Guy never just gotta, like, put on a pair of trunks. He gets sweaty. I think Ray Traylor always wore regular clothes. Like, once he started getting pushed in, like, 85, 86. Eddie Guerrero. Look at Eddie. High-fiving those drunk Turner execs in the front row. He knows where his bread's buttered. Ray Traylor's Chris Pratt's dad would have been amazing. Gosh. Someday, when we have holograms that can act.
Saturday night. Eddie Guerrero, a little big man against a real big man, Big Bubba, when we come back on TBS. Stay with us.
So are we just supposed to imagine that they're going to wrestle for 3 minutes? And then we come back? Yeah, it's a pretty random match.
TBS, we give bombs like no one else.
Yeah, it's pretty unusual for us to air matches where both wrestlers are being pushed. A rarity for WCW Deep Cuts Live, for sure. Also, it is shitty that they aired this ad around the matches, rather, of the big fellas.
I feel sensational.
Call for a free video and brochure to find out what a Nordic track workout can do.
Yeah, this is the era cable you were not seeing more than like a handful of movies. Also, shout out to my SSRI gang. Gonna take my meds.
Watch my diet and exercise regularly. So as a result of getting on the Nordic track,
That one didn't go down too easy, but hey, we got it down.
I lost 12 pounds.
Now I want you to go right out and buy one. Call now to get a free video and brochure.
Couldn't do a second take where we did a little smoother of a pan over.
Call right now without cost or obligation.
I loved Rough's Wizards. There was a Orange Cassidy match on Dynamite a couple years ago that ended during a commercial. I loved that. That should happen more often. Especially if we're going to be doing picture-in-picture for every commercial.
This holiday season, join Jonathan Taylor-Thomas and Brad Renfro for the biggest Disney.
Brad Renfro, he was supposed to be like the next big hunk.
Tom and Huck.
He disappointed. Brad
You can
Renfro.
only take you so far. Equipment counts for a lot. I'm always checking out new ideas. You have to stay competitive. That's what I like about
Yeah, you have to rig up your
Clean
bike.
hand conditions in one step. No messing with 2 bottles. I get great results.
Was that Natalie
No
Portman?
hustle, no fuss. Eventually, we all cross the finish. The winners just find a better way to get there.
Great hair, no fuss.
What if I have shitty hair with a lot of fuss?
Refreshing. Revealing. Irresistible. Navy. Memorable. Marvelous. 1 in a million. Navy.
Oh, I thought this was a commercial for long dresses.
Navy. The clean classic fragrance by CoverGirl.
That's always an excuse. What's that, Marla? Sorry, I was Wikipediaing Brad Renfro. Yeah, I'm listening to you, Marla.
New Coca-Cola Santa Packs, the only real holiday refreshment. Look for this display at your store.
I always thought it was bullshit. I never saw any Coke trucks. Sweet light set up when I was a kid.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following. It's the ultimate challenge.
Crossfire. Crossfire. Right, because vanilla Coca-Cola is gross.
And hard for a woman to resist. Stetson fits.
No choice, no voice. Fight the oppression of
No
new
joints?
with non-stop shoot-'em-up action.
I know a few people that
Number
will
one arcade mega hit.
avoid that game.
Music is the
Revolution
weapon for
X.
With
Erector sets, you can build cool trucks, hot racers, and fantastic flying machines.
Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, vanilla Coke's gross. I'm sorry, guys.
Eddie Guerrero, Big Bubba better watch himself because you can't outrun Eddie Guerrero. You can just run yourself into a ground.
I want to tell you what, this is
This is how I find out
really like to see
about your secret family, Brian.
Guerrero in there against a big man.
Micro Machines suck ass. They're too small to play
I
with.
mean, with power, he can, speed-wise, Bubba's put it quick too now.
Yeah, that game is bull. Like, oh, there's a big revolution happening. It's because we're taking over the world for Aerosmith.
Matchup. And I guarantee Eddie Guerrero's got to have a game plan, but I mean, he's just been
Come on,
thrown around
guys.
like a rag doll right now.
That is that's Superman in the front row.
Eddie Guerrero going at it here on Saturday night. Eddie Guerrero.
Bubba has undone some buttons,
Coming up live from Charlotte,
letting that chest flow.
Eddie Guerrero to face Otani. One of the 2 young men you saw earlier was Sonny Ono.
Legos are worse to step on.
Well, you see right there, kind of backfired on Bubba.
Pain-wise, Micro Machines are only worse if you get a few of them underneath you, and then you can like slide and fall.
I mean, he's eating right hand from Big Bubba.
Yeah, you can't, if you're Eddie Guerrero, can't get caught in the corner with Big Bubba hovering over you. You got to stay out of it. You got to make him chase you. It's called hit-and-run tactics.
But it was like in World War II.
Eddie's the best, man.
Eddie Guerrero, 60 men stuck around there towards the end. That's right. One of the last 6
I've stepped on a jack. You know what? The worst ones are Beyblades. My kids used to leave those around all the time, and those hurt like a motherfucker.
For his tenacity and his will to win and that underdog role that he's always in. And surely here, as far as size goes, he's in an underdog role.
Using his quickness.
This is some good shit so far. I haven't really done a lot, but it's really good. Look at that. Look at me. Bubba even like stops for a second, like, shit, should I bump? And then he bumps because, he's a huge guy. Oh, four-sided die. Oh.
Right on the side of the head.
I do not know how old Eddie is here. He looks like he's 40 because of that damn mustache.
Bringing up the Redskins, went over the Cowboys.
Oh, right to the eyes it goes, and across to the chin.
I'm going to tell you what.
I always love those Bubba slapping punches.
Moving out of the way is Eddie Guerrero, and a drop kick to the back, and Bubba hits the turnbuckle. Got him.
Hey, momentum. Yeah, he got a suplex for momentum. I love this. Bubba's doing such a good job of giving Eddie stuff, but giving him excuses to be able to move him around. And not making the size thing look stupid. This is good. Eddie's 28 here. Eddie's 28 going on 45. He would look much younger right before he died.
Right there with a palm, but right down at the bottom, boy, just really snapped his head back.
This is at Center Stage, Hank, in Atlanta. Yeah, Eddie had some good drop kicks.
Yeah, he needs to stay out of that corner. I guarantee you, there's no place for him to go right there. No place where he can use his speed and everything. You see how quick Bubba is?
And look at Eddie over the Bubba.
God, Ray Traylor moves so damn fast. Oh my gosh. That could have looked so bad if Ray Traylor wasn't like the fastest giant man in the world. What did Eddie do poorly? What did Eddie do poorly?
From that wrestling family knows what to do with a big guy like
He had to have done something shitty. Eddie was good at promos. He just didn't. He wasn't good at like shitty babyface promos. Like him and Los Gringos Locos was a good promo, and that was before ECW.
You are in trouble. Well, Bubba's not going on now with it. See, he's got him clean. Got him clean. Got to do something with him.
Like the idea that WWE in that system pulled the charisma out of Eddie is such bullshit.
It has been 45 seconds or so since that move. And only one or
Like Eddie was a good babyface, but not a good babyface promo. Like him as he wasn't good as, come on guys, come on, get behind me. He couldn't do that. But then again, barely anybody can.
Yes, he loves to punish opponents, and that's what's happening. But look at Eddie. He knows only one direction, and it is get up, and that's what he does.
And the slapping punches. Also, I'm Bubba in that loose suspender. Oh my god, that was awesome. Like a reverse choke slam. Just grab the guy by the back of the neck like a cat.
Talking about Monday Nitro, WCW Monday Nitro, live from Charlotte, North Carolina, coming up this Monday night. Hogan.
Exactly, Brian.
Was the blow for real? You know what I mean? Did he mean it? We know it was.
Also, I love Bubba using the front face lock as a freaking neck crank, which like nobody did in that era.
Live on TNT's WCW Monday Nitro. Everything geared for Star King.
Got a 2 count, and here's another press by.
I love how he was shitty and lazy, realized Eddie kicked out, and he's like, fuck, I gotta pin this guy.
Probation. They need to watch their step coming up in Charlotte.
Yeah, the suspenders are making me so nervous. Also, this is why I think it's bullshit that like anybody can wear a belt in the ring. It's a fucking weapon. And like this is why Ray Traylor's such a good opponent for Eddie. It's not like Eddie's having to like wait for him when they go up and down, up and down. Ray's right back up with him. He's moving just as fast. I don't think Eddie took inspiration from Buddy Landel. I really doubt Eddie ever saw the Buddy Landel promo that you're talking about. Like guys wear belts with tights now, and I think it's ridiculous.
And they've got back together, obviously, with him on Monday Nitro.
That's exactly right. A reverse chin lock applied. You know,
it took me a while to throw that one in, didn't it?
You know, Eddie's a big.
But the ref can wear a belt, though. He's not fighting.
I'm a big fan of Eddie Guerrero. We all are.
Yes, he is. And you know, the thing about Eddie is.
Exactly, refs is where there's. If the excuse is, oh, it's part of your costume, you can wear it to the ring, then yeah, just put a knife. Like, tuck a gun in your boots. That's part of my gear. Oh my gosh, he threw Eddie up high. Exactly, why do you need to hold up tights? It looks silly.
Big Bubba, once again, as he did earlier in the match, he gets a great maneuver, but he does a lot of celebrating. That's just the demeanor of Big Bubba. 2 count Eddie able to roll out of that.
Again, Eddie, I like that Eddie just took advantage of the fact that was a shitty pin. He's like, yeah, I'll just roll over, whatever.
Of what we're talking about and what we're looking at and seeing them Japanese guys get their orders from Sonny Bono lined up there, getting ready to go out. Look like
hey, we saw that on Sunday. They bumped the ref. Wrestle Birmingham and just ripped out, and Bobby Eaton just fucked with his waistline for like 5 minutes.
Sting wants a shot at the U.S. title. He lost to Kensuke Sasaki. Yes. And we saw Sasaki with the U.S. title belt earlier. And Sonny.
But how many dress shirts do you think that man has ruined in his life?
Well, bottom line, I'm gonna guarantee you
so many, I imagine.
Situation, and I know Sting wants that, but man, Sting is in a world of fire right now.
A kick to the knees. Eddie is doing the right thing, trying to get the big guy off his feet. But once again, Eddie.
Oh, that was sick.
Such force.
Freaking Dr. Bomb. Like a snap Dr. Bomb.
Talking about this match, we said the big guy against the little guy.
That was sweet.
But Bubba possesses so much speed.
1, 2.
Yeah,
I couldn't imagine having to move around like Ray Traylor did, wearing slacks.
But Bubba's quick as the cat.
Multiplied by the number of matches he had, yeah.
Trying to just drive Eddie down into the mat. Here in our main event, here on Saturday night. Don't forget, the main event is tomorrow night at 6:05.
Isn't it funny how like every wrestling show called Main Event like never has main events? It's always like the low guys on the totem pole. Like big guys named Tiny.
Monday Nitro coming at you live, the hottest show on television on Monday night. And we're right here with the mothership, WCW's.
That's if he paid taxes.
And you know what he's trying to do here?
A lot of wrestlers didn't.
Take his legs out and get him down in a position right there. He's just hammering on it. Good job.
Okay, true. Saturday night's main event does buck the theory.
Oh, there's the somersault splash. And the 1, 2, and no.
Joey Legend and Viano 5 sounds sweet. Joey Legend was good. Oh.
And there he grapevines the leg, and Bubba finds himself in the ropes, and that was a big break for Big Bubba to be that close to the ropes.
I've seen you do that some.
Yeah, I like this match because every time Eddie's gone on offense,
I have seen that recently.
and Bubba's given him a lot of reasons to get on offense, but every time it makes sense. Hello, Jolly King Tut. Thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you bringing the flat soda and the crackers.
And Eddie is flattered. Yeah, he is flattered, brother. That was the hardest hit of the whole match. Yes, it was.
Ray Traylor looks like he just got out of the bar down the street.
Whoa, slapped him there. Now see, in a chokehold. He follows up good moves with things like this. Oh, his leg gave out. Sure it is.
See right there. That's Eddie's opening. Eddie fucked with his leg.
As long as Eddie Guerrero can make this match go, the better chance he has. He's got to take this thing as long as it can.
Exactly, TK Bomber. There's a way to sell for a big guy to sell for a little guy that makes everybody look good. Ray Traylor was good at that.
Competition, athletes like this each and every week. And don't forget on Wednesday, December 20th.
Eddie with those good ass punches. Oh.
Eddie hit the top rope as the stars of WCW go for the World Cup of Wrestling against New Japan Pro.
Oh, Ray Traylor's titties.
And it is going to be tremendous. Wednesday, December 27th, it'll be 8 o'clock between Christmas and New Year's, and only on pay-per-view. The Grand Eddie Mall, Starcade.
Couldn't figure out if he wanted to do a chin lock or a face lock.
Bubba trying to keep him away from his
That's my one complaint about this match is he just keeps going back to that damn chin lock.
And Eddie Guerrero right now having a lot of wind taken out of him.
And as a millennial wrestling fan, we've been trained. At least he has it over the chin. A lot of guys are too lazy. They put it under the chin. So it's like, oh, it's a choke. He's at least putting it over the chin, so it's like a chin squeeze. If you ever been in one of those, it hurts like a motherfucker. Having the dude put his forearm over his chin, squeezing in.
That's the key.
And Bubba holding on those massive arms around the chin of Eddie Guerrero, and here comes the fire and fight once again.
Come on.
The trademark of this youngster.
Thank you, Jolly King Tut. I'm a big fan of you being here tonight. Thank you.
And a chance at Starcade to make his name known internationally. As Eddie Guerrero has a lot of fight left. Here he comes. The chant of Eddie into the midsection.
Are they chanting Eddie?
Make it 3. The youngster hits
Oh, that was a good big boot. That was sweet. But again, he hurt his leg. That's Eddie's opening. Love this.
Boy, Eddie needs to regroup if he can, because there's a lot of pain, blues, and agony going on out here.
Boo, Marines. Boo.
Bubba is angry with that one. Bubba better turn his attention to this young man on the mat, because once again, he knows only one direction. That is up. And Eddie's up again.
Did you get a German suplex, Eddie?
But can he get the arms
Well,
broken away?
he's got to break them arms away and them hands away and get his elbows in. Caught him right there.
Ray Trailer doing a German suplex. Oh my gosh. Oh, just shit cans him.
Oh, what a match.
This is really good.
I look forward to this thing right here.
I dig it.
It's been a great one. The longer Eddie Guerrero can stay, the better chance he's going to have against this guy right here. I'm telling you, man, I know that.
Big Bubba now shooting Guerrero to the ropes. Eddie hits the ropes. Eddie!
Rana. Oh, sweet.
He is so agile as well as quick. And a pick up Bubba.
Oh, nice. He pushes off the ropes.
Oh, man.
That's a good near fall. This is good. I dig it. I dig it. I dig it.
Into the ropes. Eddie hits the middle rope.
Up. Oh, shit.
That's going to end the match, and Eddie hurt his knee.
Boy, he sure did, boy.
Shitty finish. Hate the finish. That was a good match otherwise.
It's something Bubba wanted to do moments ago.
He could have done it. He could have lost there.
He sure did. Eddie took him right out, and the fans don't appreciate big.
Oh, we have to set up Jim Duggan. Was Jim Duggan just hanging? This was filmed at Winter, and Jim Duggan's coming out with the thinnest tank top you've ever seen. Yeah, they would like subjectively enforce the over-the-top DQ. Yeah, I don't get to watch a lot of good matches, so when we do, it stands out. Jim Duggan, I get going to the Turner execs, sucking up. I'm almost done, buddy. I'm sorry. That was really pretty good. All right, one more commercial break, and we're gonna get a promo.
Drove all night, but real sore. Call your old lady and give her the news. You just got the mother of all tattoos. Call 1-800-COLLECT from any phone.
And Jim's got some good old USA Zubas.
That's one. How many freshes in double mint? Two. Fresh bread. That's the other one. Fresh taste. For me. Fresh breath. For you. How many freshes in double mint gum? There's two.
A wonderfully clean mouth. That's fresh taste. Breath that's great to be near. That's fresh breath.
How many freshes in double mint gum? There's two.
Sir, they're in the shapes of little portals.
Sir.
And when you walk, they bark.
Shopping for the holidays?
That was horrifying. I didn't even notice that the first time this design got run.
Virtual reality now. Look out, we're being invaded by spacemen. Come to Wendy's.
Could you imagine wearing slippers that were barking?
Monterey Jack and a dollop of creamy ranch dressing blended with bacon. That way everyone gets
A lot of guys from that era never watched other matches. The same reason you brought up the Jim Duggan one.
Hi, I'm from Radio Shack.
Like his generation, it was not a cool thing to watch wrestling if you were a wrestler.
When she asks us, we can tell her something like this, or something like this personal color TV from Radio Shack.
Oh, jeez, I don't know.
Yeah, we need to talk about how much we hate our wives.
All right, let me smell the TV. Yeah.
Good one, Frank. Gifts men want at Radio Shack. You've got questions? We've got answers.
The flu. You've got what it takes to overpower the pain. Or do you? Now you do.
See, she just looks like Big Bubba after a 15-minute match. Can you play which channel on that thing?
Hot flu and body aches formula.
When did I hate my wife who miraculously died? It's gotta be in the last few years. Maybe the last 5-10 years. Exactly, Refs and Wizards. I've never gotten the double standard that, you know, oh, if you actually like wrestling, you're a fucking mark. But also, you have to, like, lose money for 20 years and abandon your family and sacrifice everything for wrestling? Like, I don't know. Seems healthier to just watch some matches.
Rhode Island, rated PG-13. Starts Friday, December 22nd.
Viva Las Vegas! Oh, what a town. Major celebrities running around. Call your buddy. Tell him you think you just saw Engelbert Humperdinck. Call 1-800-COLLECT. Save him some bucks.
Save up to 44%. If you save 44%, consider yourself lucky.
The way to save on collect calls.
Well.
Here's a reminder, 2 hours of Saturday night next Saturday.
Oh, they're going to advertise what's on Saturday night next week, too.
Disco Inferno.
They don't want people to watch.
As well as Johnny B. Bad, the World Television Champion, with Kimberly the Diamond Doll against Flying Brian. Our other main event will have Sergeant Craig, Pitbull Pittman.
Oh, man, that sounds great.
Sting, 6:05 Eastern Time next week on TBS.
Yes, he was still Flying Brian, even in the Horseman. Yes. I think this is the only promo they actually shot at center stage. Everything else was a green screen.
Total package, Lex Luger.
No music? This music's amazing. Gene sweating out Wade Boggs' Christmas party.
Total package, Lex Luger, mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart.
He oiled up for his promo.
December the 27th, live from Music City, USA.
Luger did, yeah. Luger got that song like the second week he was back.
You've got Chono in the international competition, one-on-one. But then
No, he had that music. I don't know why they didn't play it. That's weird.
And speaking of Sting, what's going on between you and him?
Wait a minute, what? Are you a reporter for Inquirer magazine, a hard copy or something?
You know, Inquirer magazine? That one? Not the National Enquirer?
All right, Sting, Luger, and the Nature Boy Ric Flair. The winner of that triangle match will get a shot at WCW World Heavyweight Champ, the Macho Man, Randy Savage. All in the
If I were like a big jack dude that were those bicep tape things, I'd always be afraid that they would be like asymmetrical. Like I'd have one way up high and one down low. These are like perfectly lined up.
You're genetically shortchanged. You've never seen anything like the total package, Lex Luger, and you'll find out in Starcade. And when it comes to the triangle, oh, what a twisted, curved road we're on here in WCW. Three former world
What a
champions.
curved road we're on.
They breathe through every centimeter of their body to be world champion again.
All right, Yankee Hawk, take her easy. We'll see you next week.
Friends, but hey, I'll take you out. And Flair, you've been a thorn in my side for years. And now, you are no longer the man. I am the man, and I'll take you out too. And I'll go after the
He almost called himself the Ma.
champion, the Macho Man.
The Ma.
That's all coming
The
up
Mer.
from now at Starcade. Jimmy Hart, Lex Luger, thank you. For Tony Schiavone, Dusty Rhodes, Gene Okerlund, happy holidays. So long, everybody.
Happy holidays, Gene. All right, so with that, we're almost done for tonight. Before we go, no off the grid this Sunday. This is my off week. So here's what we'll be watching next Tuesday on WCW Deep Cuts Live.
Rude will crush your hopes and dreams. Oh yes, Sting, season's greetings.
All right, why am I crooked? There we go, I think. Good. Boo. Here, I'll just hold it. How about that? All right, so we are done for tonight. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me the last couple of hours, watching WCW Saturday Night from like decades and decades ago. Appreciate you all hanging out. Again, we are almost to 100. Next Tuesday, we will vote on what we're going to watch for episode 100. Which will be the day before Christmas Eve, special Monday episode of WCW Deep Cuts in 2 weeks. We're back next Tuesday, and then the one after that's on a Monday for episode 100. So as I like to end these with every week, I know life's hard. I know it sucks. I know it has its loops and its hoops and its bullshit. Let's try to make it through the next 7 days. That's all I'm asking. I'm gonna try my hardest, and I hope you do too. Let's make it the next Tuesday, even if you don't make it here. Just make the next Tuesday. I'd love to have you here next Tuesday, but even if you don't make it here, I just want to make sure you get the next Tuesday. This has been WCW Deep Cuts Live. That's my name, Tom. I will see you next Tuesday at 9 p.m. here on Twitch. Go to bed.